So think about where you are in the space that you're in right now, and look around. Just observe without any emotion, without any attachment. Notice that you are safe, you are comfortable, you have everything you need. And then gently close your eyes and take your attention just to your physical body. Forget about your surroundings. Other than noticing where you're in contact with the floor, adjust your clothing if you need to. Make yourself feel comfortable. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, feel like you're arriving back all in one place. So mind, body, spirit, all together. And as you breathe in and out, slowing that breath down. Expanding your chest, softening the belly. Let your belly move as it needs to. With each breath, try and fill up the whole of your torso with each breath. So we're trying to breathe much deeper using the whole torso. Lengthening the sides of your body, opening your shoulders. Maybe let's roll the shoulders back a little, open up the heart center. Send your sternum upwards more than you perhaps would if you were just sitting naturally. Let's just exaggerate the movement. So send your heart center upwards. And as you breathe out, just come back to a nice neutral spine, lifting up from the crown of the head, though, nice and long. Take up lots of room. Take up as much room as you want. Hands and arms are relaxed on your knees or in your lap. Neck is long, nice graceful neck. Lift your chin a little and relax your face. Notice where you're holding on to any tension or stress. You'll feel it in muscles that are holding on when they don't need to. So be a detective, wander around, take your attention around your body and find those areas, find the spaces that feel a little blocked. Use your intuition, listen in. Doesn't have to be logical, and it doesn't have to be anything to do with anything other than just your feelings, listening into your feelings. Trust your body. Still taking those nice, deep, slow breaths. And when you find a space that's not feeling quite right, you find some muscles that are hanging on and holding on to a little bit of tension. Take your breath and your awareness and a little gentle kindness to that space. So important to give yourself beautiful, positive, kind voice. We so easily veer into the opposite. So take yourself back to kind voice and think about your sankalpa, your intention. I don't know what's coming up for you right now, but something that's quite often useful for all of us walking around is, where are you feeling judged? Where are you feeling less than? And can you just give yourself some kindness and some acceptance? There's no one way to be, there's no one way to look, there's no one way to feel, and there's no one way to move through the world. There's no right or wrong. You are perfect as you are. You are who you are meant to be. You're where you're meant to be. Even if it doesn't feel that way, there's a reason, or there are many reasons, and all will become apparent later on. And for now, acceptance and making the most of who you are and where you are and what's going on for you. And take a deep breath in and out. And one more, nice deep breath, slow. And let go. And last one before we start moving. So breathe in and out. Well done. All right, remember that lovely positive voice and keep it through your practice. So we're going to start off moving with a little bit of a wrist warm up. So bring yourself onto a gentle tabletop position. So I want to have a straight line from the back of your head, down your neck, and down your spine to your coccyx. Tuck your toes under. So press into your toes now. And let's lift the knees off. So lift your knees off gently off the mat, just a little bit. Can you feel your thighs engaging? Can you feel your glutes engaging? Maybe you want to tuck your hips under a little, lengthen through the lower back. Lift up out of your shoulders, so long arms. And then push the insides of your elbows to the front. So you're taking your elbows pointing behind you, so rotating the arms slightly. And then bring your knees back down. Well done. So we're going to rock now. So gently rocking forward, keeping your hands pressing down, and then sliding back, making the arms long, leaving your hands as if they're stuck to your mat and drawing away. So we're just pulling away, opening up under the arms, and then rolling forward again. And lean forward. Can you feel that on your wrists? Don't do it to the point where your wrists hurt. Just warming up the wrists and then back again and forward. And then let's take that into a round movement. So as if you were stirring a pot with your nose, moving around. Nice big circles. So we're circling the hips and we're moving in all directions around for the wrists. Keep your arms straight if you can. And let's reverse directions. So when you come forward as far as your wrists will allow. Be strong in your arms. And when you move back, take your hips all the way down to your heels. Big movement, huge. I don't know if you can see, but move out from side to side. So when you come back, then come over to the left. Feel that in your hip. And then forward and over to the right and back again. Okay, come right back. Stretching out the arms again. Push your fingertips away from you if you need to lengthen through your arms. And then bring yourself back up again. And so let's take the fists, make a fist, and put your knuckles down. So a little bit of a change. Feel that difference in your wrists. And then let's roll forward if you can. And then up again. Just a couple of times. Getting some movement in your hips. Movement in the wrists. And then let's flatten the hands again. And we're going to tuck the toes under and lift the feet off again. And this is hard. It's strong on your thighs. So lift your knees off, straight back. Pull in your abs, nice and strong. And we're going to come back, push yourself back, knees staying off the mat. And then we're going to go forward. So this time we're doing the same movement, but our knees are off the mat. You might not be able to see that because I've got baggy trousers on today, but I promise you my knees are not on the mat. They're floating above. Push yourself forward and backwards. Now, keeping your knees off, can you take that movement out to the side and round? A little bit challenging. You might not have much range of movement there. Think about moving into your shoulders. Knees still stay off the mat. And then bring your knees down, flatten out your feet, and sit back. Come into Balasana. Take yourself into Balasana. While I find my aircon, it's about 31 degrees here today. And very warm inside this room. I have to give in, put the aircon on. Right, send yourself back into Balasana. Breathe, lengthen through the sides of your body. When you're in Balasana, you are quite compressed in your torso. So your breath needs to go somewhere else. You need to feel like you're expanding lengthways through the body and then breathing into the back as well. So, yeah. So we're going to come back, hands forward again. So take your knees off. Yes, tuck your toes under, knees off. And this time we're going to step the right foot forward to the outside of your hands, okay? So right foot comes to just beside your right hand. So we've got 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and that back knee is still off the mat. And then we're going to reach forward, low lunge. Big stretch here, huge stretch in the thigh, and then come back. Straighten out that front leg, and then forward. So these are all functional moves. These are all movements that we need to keep our body moving, keep our body flexible. Do that a few times. Let's do that 5 times. Back and forward. When you're at the furthest most point, you want your leg to be as straight as possible. So this time, the back leg is as straight as possible. And when we come backwards, the front leg is as straight as possible. It won't be very straight, don't worry. Let's just start a 1 more. And if you're finding this quite strong, that's good. Step that foot back, knees are still off. And you're going to take the left leg on the outside of your left hand and then do the same thing. So nice long lunge here, opening up right across the groin and then shooting ourselves back with the hips, forward with the hips, back again. Or 2 more. Here we go. 1 and back and forward and back. Bring your knees down to the mat. Take your knees wide this time and then send your hips back. Reach forward and bring your forehead to the mat. Rest in Balasana. Well done. That's all very strong on wrists and it's very strong in your hips as well. So good job. Well done. We're going to take a few breaths here. So take maybe 2 breaths here. Breathe. Keep your attention on your breath. If your mind starts to wander elsewhere, bring it back. Notice where you're finding things easy. Notice where you're finding things difficult. And try to do that without any judgment. Without any judgment either way, whether you're thinking about things that feel positive or things that feel negative. So trying to keep that gentle observation of yourself. And here we go. Are you ready? We're going to start moving again now. So come back, hands out, tabletop position. This time, have your knees on the mat and your feet flat out behind you. So we're going to take the left hand forward. So think about your legs and your arms and your hands, all taking an equal weight. So you've got 4 limbs on the ground, 25% each. And we're going to try and still keep that as an equal split between the 3 without leaning either to the left or the right, even though we're going to lift the left hand off. Are you ready? Make your torso long and strong. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your thighs. And then let's slide the left hand forward. Take it out, reach, 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 reach forward. And then I want you to pull back. So bend your elbow, pull back as if you're, actually make a fist and squeeze as if you were drawing something back. Take the elbow back behind you, squeeze that top upper arm, and then reach forward. We're going to do this 5 times. Be strong. So we could just do this movement and it would be just very easy, no resistance. So I want you to add the resistance. Squeeze all the muscles in your arm. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And forward. Just giving up the ghost, so hopefully you can still hear me. Do another one. Reaching forward and then squeezing back. I am just checking on my sound. Hopefully you can still hear me. Really squeeze. Well done. And watch the weight distribution. Make sure that you are not leaning if possible. And well done. Okay, now let's go to the other side. Well done. Put that arm down, take a breath, and then let's go straight over to the other side. Good job. Well done. So the more you put into this, the more you're going to get out of it. Make sure that you're squeezing your belly muscles as well. And reach, when you reach forward as far as you can, and then pulling back. If you were playing a tug of war with one arm against an invisible tug of war opponent. And let's go. Same number on this side as you did on the other side. There we go. Well done. Let's do one more. Squeeze and release. Bring your hands back. Both hands on the mat. And this time we're going to take the arm forward and up. So reach up, allow that shoulder to come up. Let's open up the side of the body and look up to your hand at the same time. So try and keep your hips where they are and look up as if you're waving a big, big wave all the way up, and then bring your arm back around. Now one more. Reach forward. Take your gaze to your fingertips and reach, lift, open up your chest. Lift, lift, lift all the way to the side and back down. Let's do that one more time. Reach forward. Keep looking at your hand as you take as big an arc as possible all the way around and up. Well done. Bring that hand back. We're going to have a rest in a minute. Keep going. Let's take that hand forward. Reach, and then we're going to lift and open. So use that standing arm, if you like, the left arm, to lift yourself up. The right arm goes as wide as possible in a nice big arc. Reach forward, open up, open up, open up, open up. Well done. Last one. Reach forward, open up to the side, and come back all the way. Well done. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees off, and bring yourself into a downward facing dog. So take your heels towards the mat, hips up, and let's have a little rest here in downward facing dog. Neck and head and shoulders are relaxed. And you're moving your hips as far away from your wrists as you can. And then look to your hands and let's step the right foot forward. So step your right foot between your hands. One way of making that an easier transition is to lift your leg up behind you, squeeze it into your chest, and then lift up a little with the toes of your back foot, and then step it forward. That's a little bit of a yoga trick, which sometimes helps. Take that knee down, so left knee goes down to the mat,
Right leg planted firmly. Leave your right hand where it is, and let's lift and open the left arm out to the side. Nice stretch there. Straight up if you can, and if it works for you, look up. So looking up at that outstretched left arm. Lovely. Now let's bring that arm down, and this time we're going to take the right arm up. So a little bit of a twist. So same thing, left arm and left hand planted firmly on the mat, and right hand, right arm opening up to the side. Little bit of a twist. And then all the way back down. Step the left foot forward to the top of your mat. Easy fold. Inhale to come up. And exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Take your hands out to the sides, mountain pose. Inhale up. Exhale, fold all the way. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Step back into a plank. Long, strong, solid plank. Yeah, brilliant. Make sure that you're in a straight line. You're not sticking your bum up in the air or your shoulders. Head is lifted. Well done. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your knees to the mat and then chest and chin. So Ashtanga Namaskar. So chest and chin come down. Swoop forward. Baby Cobra. Bhujangasana. And then we're going to tuck the toes under and come to downward facing dog. So send yourself up into downward facing dog. And here we are again. Don't forget to breathe. Let's hold here for 5. Set yourself up. Heels down. Hips up. Shoulders wide. Neck relaxed. Smile on your face. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Look forward. And this time we're going to step the left foot forward. So rise up on your toes. Take the left foot back. Bend your knee. Hug it into your chest. And then step forward. Bring your back knee down. Release your back foot. Keep your left hand tucked in close to your left foot on the mat. I'm going to release the right arm up and out to the side. Breathe. Lift up. Stretch your arm up as high as you can. And then bring that arm back down. And let's do the same on the other side. So right hand down on the mat now. And left hand opening up and out to the side. Well done. Breathe. And look up. That works for you. And let's bring that hand and that arm back down. So we're getting lots of lovely movement here. We're going to step the left foot forward. Come into an easy forward bend. Take a deep breath in. You come up. Arms up, reach up, and then Samasthiti. Bring your hands to heart center and take a deep breath. Fold forward. Halfway up. Down towards the mat. Step back into plank. Nice and strong in your plank. And knees, chest and chin, swooping forward. Release your feet Push yourself up, open your chest, open your heart center, send your shoulders back. Nice stretch in the front of your body. If you can, when you do your Bhujangasana, if you want to stretch out the front of your body and it works for you, lift your chin a little and feel how that adds on. We often stretch the back of our bodies. Stretching the front of the body is just as important. Tuck your toes under and bring yourself into downward facing dog again. Here we are again. So lengthen. Make sure you have your feet hip width apart. If they're quite close, give them a little bit of distance from each other. Well done. All right, so look to your hands. And we're going to step the right foot forward. So remember that trick, up on toes, right foot comes back and up, tuck your leg, and then just kick it forward. If you have to walk it forward a little, that's fine. And this time we're going to come up. So hips stay forward, and let's bend that front knee. Let your back heel come off the mat. And we want to come into this beautiful posture now. Take your arms up and see what feels comfortable. Can you sink a little lower? Can you arch back a little? Lift your heart center. Oh, well done. And then let's take the arms out to the side. So right arm comes forward, left arm comes back. Try not to shift your hips, just your arms. So you're just opening up your arms as wide as possible. And front leg is bent, left leg is straight. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So just take your arms out to the side as much as you can. Well done. Out to the side, the other side. And then bring your hands back. Take them to your thigh. How are you feeling? All right, are you feeling strong? Let's step the left foot forward. Come up to mountain pose. Through stretching and then bringing the arms down. Take a deep breath. So let's inhale up. Last round. Let's go forward into a forward fold. Halfway up. Back down again. Step back into a plank. This is our last bit of dynamic action. Let's take the knees, chest and chin to the mat. Swooping up Bhujangasana. We've got this, we've got this. The more we do, the more energy we've got swirling around our body, the more we're going to kick out all those annoying thoughts that we don't want to have. Send your hips up. Come into downward facing dog. Tilt your hips up as much as you can. Long in the back. Let's sweat it all out. All our anxieties, all our concerns and worries. We're moving everything around the body. We're making space for new good stuff. Everything that's happening is meant to be. Look forward to your hands. And this time we're going to step the left foot forward. So what do we do? Up on toes. Left foot up and back. Bring it in. Tuck it right into your chest. And then kick it forward. Back leg is long. Toes are tucked under. Heel is off. And the front leg is bent. So let's come up now. Nice and strong. Little bit of a back bend. Opening up the heart center. Opening yourself up to everything good that's coming your way. Well done. And then the same as we just did. So we're taking the arms out. One arm in front, left arm in front. Right arm behind. There we go. Sink a little lower. Can you stretch a little more on those legs? And then let's change the arms. So right arm forward, left arm back. And then you might be getting tired now. We're almost into Finishing up with our dynamic bit of movement, we're going to come into some gentle movement now. Well done. And then bring the arms to the thigh. Take your hands down to the mat. My net's moving all over the place. Step your right foot forward, fold, and inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And bring yourself down to your mat in a squat. So gently bending the knees, wrap your arms around if you can. Otherwise, fingertips to the mat. However squat works for you, that's how you need to be in your squat today. And again, practicing no judgment, practicing complete acceptance and respect and love for where you are right now. Bring yourself down to the mat. So bottom down to the mat. And let's bring the soles of the feet together. Knees out to the side. And let's come into Bandha Konasana. Let's bring some movement into this asana now. So Bandha Konasana with a bit of movement. Just flap your wings. Little butterfly. Just small movements there. Knees up and down. Let's wake up the muscles. Well, they should already be awake. And then we're drawing the heels in towards the body, letting the knees come out to the sides. So close your eyes here. And let's focus on the breath. You need to slow the breath down a little. Breathe in through your nostrils. And breathe out through your mouth. Nice and slow and steady. Lovely. So take your right elbow to your knee. And then let's just lean that elbow into the knee. Take the left arm out to the side. And try and keep your torso upright, so we're not curling round or down. We're just going to take that left arm up, 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 to wherever it wants to go to. What I'm looking for here is a nice stretch all the way down the left side of your body. Right from your fingertips, or your elbow, or your armpit, to your hip. And try to see if you can keep that left buttock on the mat. It's going to want to start flying off. Try and keep it grounded, rooted down. Keep your gaze just forward. Right arm is just doing nothing much. We're allowing the body to open up without giving ourselves too much tension. Sometimes if we are doing a movement which is very strong, so if we had this arm off as well, we would be tensing a lot. So this arm is just helping us relax this side of the body, and we can open up the left side. You can drop your arm if it works. If you still feel like you're stretching, try and breathe. And then bring your arm all the way back. Reach, make it a big movement all the way, and come over to the left. So left elbow to left thigh or knee, and then let's open up on the right side. So sending that hand up, 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 nice and slow, noticing changes, noticing the muscles starting to wake up, starting to move. Noticing if that right butt cheek wants to start floating, sending it back again. Just reaching. And breathe. Well done. opening up the body, we're giving ourselves space and movement at the same time. And then let's reach up now to come out. So sending the arm up, reach up, out. Well done. So we're going to come into fire lock now. So take the right foot, place it in front of you, and your right knee out to the side. And then stack the left foot on the right knee, and hopefully allow the right knee to come above or on the left knee to come above the right foot. So we have our legs stacked one on top of the other, like so. Now you might feel that this is quite strong in your hips. If it isn't comfortable for you, you can have just one leg bent and extend the other leg out. And it doesn't matter if your knee is not resting on your foot. We're working with what is, and we're accepting where we are with joy and gratitude. And if this is quite strong in your hips, just allowing that stretching and opening to happen. But please don't push this asana. It looks very simple and very not much, but it can be very strong. So if you're feeling any pain, that's the time to just straighten one leg. So straighten your bottom leg or straighten your top leg. Just do what works for you. It doesn't matter which one, because as long as we do the same on the other side. And speaking of that, that's what we're going to do right now. So let's switch from the left foot down, right leg comes up. At the same time, lift up tall and strong. Breathe, close your eyes if you need to just allow yourself to drop back in to that peaceful place. Find your heart center, find which chakra you want to be with today, wherever you feel your attention goes. A lot of this work is about trusting our intuition, trusting our gut, if you like, trusting our heart, trusting our center for communication. Now we're going to come out of this asana and we're going to do our last movements here. So let's take the legs quite wide. And we're going to come from here up into a squat. So take your feet to wherever is going to work for you to come up into a squat. And then we're going to move. So take the right foot out to the side. Bring yourself over to the left. Take the left foot out to the side. And we're just gently moving. Getting some movement and some flexibility in the hips. If you want to add a little bit of a lift as you go across the middle point, lift a little and then come back down. Take your legs as far away from each other as you like. And if you need some support, use your elbows. Prop them onto your knees. And if you're feeling like you want to be super strong today and you're really feeling a challenge, you can try doing it without using your arms. And then you're just all legs. So you can send your arms out to the side or above. Do what works for you. We are just moving in the hips, getting some mobility. When you come over to the side, do a little bit of a twist. You can keep your hands low if you like. So twist and open. Twist and open. Well done. We are nearly there. Look at all this beautiful opening up that you're doing. And then bring yourself back to center. Drop down. Well done. So we're going to come down to lying on our mats now. So I invite you to lie down on your mat, on your back. So lie down and roll your knees up into your chest and wrap your arms around. That's it, lovely. Give yourself a rock from side to side. How about a little bit of a massage into your lower back, into your hips. We've just done all that lovely opening up and bringing lots of blood flow and movement to that area. Now let's just give it a little bit of a massage, using the floor, using your mat. Wonderful. And if you feel like it, you can rock not just side to side, but forwards and backwards. Lovely. Let's take the arms out wide now. Shoulders on the mat, pressing firmly down. Let your hands be open, facing up to the ceiling, up to the sky. Keep your knees tucked in. And we're going to do a spinal twist. So if you want to make this quite a strong twist, you can cross your legs. So if you want to, cross your right leg over your left. So you're just crossing at the knees and then roll your legs over to the left side. Otherwise, just take your legs as they are over to the left side. Keep your shoulders pinned to the mat, nice and flat, long in your back, and then turn your head to the opposite side. So if you've got your legs going over to the right, head comes over to the left, vice versa. And don't forget, when you take your face over, you take your head over, so you're getting that stretch right from the base of your skull and the top of your spine. Move your eyes as well. Move your eyes. Relax the muscles in your face. Don't forget to breathe. Probably not a lot of deep breath here, but just a relaxed, easy breath. And maybe now is a good time to remind yourself of your intention for your practice, your sankalpa for today. And then allow your eyes to come back to center. Allow your head to gently come back to center. And then bring your legs back as well. Well done. Keep your arms wide, and let's just reverse that and do exactly the same, but going over to the other side. So if you crossed your legs, uncross them and cross them the other way. And if you just took your knees over together, just take them over together this side as well. So exactly the same on the other side. And last bit, don't forget the eyes as well. Well done. Nice, gentle, easy breath here. Notice how it's difficult to breathe in this asana. There's not a lot of feeling of space, but we're getting that lovely twist all the way along the spine and bringing a better flow of spinal fluid up and down. We're hopefully stimulating the vagus nerve and all of its many, many tributaries. And we're bringing movement to places where we often don't get enough. So take a deep breath, as deep as you can, with all those restrictions. And then gently bring your eyes back, bring your head back, and bring your knees back. Last of all. Well done. All right, so now hold on to your right leg and send your left foot up towards the ceiling. Make that left leg strong and long. Keep that right leg bundled in close to your chest, giving it a lovely hug. We're going to slowly move the left leg down towards the ground. So wind releasing posture, very good for stimulating movement for your digestion. This asana is particularly good for your digestion. So we're massaging the stomach.
with thigh. And slowly, slowly, well done. That's really slow, lovely. Nice and slow, lots of control. And then when you get down towards the ground, just a little hover, not touching. And then when you're ready, send it back up again. Slow and steady. Slow, 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 lots of control. Think about all those muscles in the thigh and the hip and the torso, controlling that movement. Well done. Don't forget, when you get right to the top, put your toes in towards your face, send your heel up towards the sky, stretching out the back of the leg, and see if you can take it past the midline. See if you can take your toes over, just pointing out towards the back behind you, really stretching right down into the hip. And then let's swap legs. So gently bring that leg in. So bring your legs together, wrap your arms around both your knees. Give your legs a bit of a hug. Another little rock from side to side if you feel like it. And then we're going to hold the left leg in. Nice big squeeze on the left. And let's take the right leg up. Right up. Wonderful. Pointing up. So heel up, toes down. And let's do the same thing again. We're slowly, slowly going to take that right leg all the way down to the ground. Almost feel that you're going millimeter by millimeter. Lovely control. Well done. Taking it straight down to the ground. Don't forget to breathe. Don't hold your breath here. Well done. Great control. Lots of strength in the hips, strength in your torso. Those core muscles. So when you get to the bottom, just a little hover, and then you start that movement back up again. Moving up gently, and millimeter by millimeter. Slowly, slowly moving the leg back up. Foot towards the ceiling. Wonderful control, well done. When you get to the top, toes towards your face, heel away, and then see if you can go past the midline. And then bring both knees together, bring your arms around both of your legs, give them a squeeze, a little rock from side to side. And now take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, bring your forehead up towards your knees, squeeze yourself up into this tiniest little ball that you can make. And then lay your head back down. Allow your legs to just drop out to the sides. Take your arms away from your body. And come into Shavasana. Well done. Lots of movement, lots of strength today, lots of concentration. Take your attention to your breath and notice any difference between how you've been breathing the rest of the day and now, with a little more consciousness, with a little more movement, having opened up the chest, having made more space. Maybe you can breathe a little deeper, breathe a little slower. Close your eyes, relax your face. Keep a little space between your arms and your body. Keep a little space between your legs. And stretch your legs out. Make them as long as you possibly can. And then allow them to relax. Let your legs just be at complete rest. Move your hips gently from side to side. And then allow them to be completely at rest. Allow your belly to be soft. Allow your heart center to be relaxed and open. Send your arms away, your hands away, stretch them out. Stretch your fingers out as far away from each other as you can. Feel as if you are stretching the palms of your hands, and then allow them to relax. Keep your neck long and relaxed. Relax your jaw, relax your mouth, your nose, your cheeks, your eyes. Let everything be soft. Feel as though you are just smoothing your fingertips or some air or breath across your forehead, allowing all those little muscles around your eyes to rest and relax. And relax the back of your scalp and all the way down your neck, down your spine, to your pelvis. Feel completely supported. You are completely supported. Allow yourself to rest. Allow the energy to flow around your body where it needs to go. As you breathe in, take your breath to where it needs to go. As you breathe out, allow yourself to let go of anything you're holding on to. Allow yourself to fill with energy and light and warmth. Make space for all that is good. And with every out-breath, it's an opportunity to just put something down that you've been carrying. With every breath in, trust in the universe, trust in yourself. Trust that you are where you're meant to be. Trust that all will be well. Trust that life is meant to be easy. Trust that we don't need to push so hard. Trust that we don't always need to be doing and striving. Trust in the beauty of the world. And as you breathe out, letting go of striving, letting go of having to do or be anything. Take your breath right down into your toes, into your fingertips, rejuvenating every little part of you. Taking that energy around your body so that your cells can be refreshed. The ones that need to renew themselves can do that. And the ones that have done their work and need to be released can be let go of. We are constantly changing, constantly renewing. We're a constant movement. Even if we are feeling like we're not moving, we are. There's a whole universe inside of you. And just take the time to make sure that you are eating right, drinking right, sleeping right, thinking right, breathing right, moving right. and allowing your body to get rid of whatever it no longer needs, right? Those simple 7 things are the foundation for everything else. When life gets complicated and busy, bring yourself back to the 7 basic principles, the 7 basic cornerstones to have working well for you. And for now, be grateful that you have the strength and willpower and means to bring yourself to your practice as regularly as you need it. Gently taking a breath in and out. And again, once more. And release. And out. Bring yourself to lie on your right side. Just allow yourself to curl into a ball, into a shape that suits you, that feels right for you. Cradle your head. Bring your knees up if you want to. And keeping your eyes closed, gently bring yourself up to sitting. Keep that space, keep that calm, keep that peace that you've made for yourself. Just come up to sitting. Take your hands to heart center. Namaste Mudra, Anjali Mudra. Dip your head. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Lengthen as much as you need to. And gently opening your eyes. Gazing softly at the top of your fingertips. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, gently coming back to the world, coming back to being here together. And thank you very much for joining me in this practice today. It's lovely to be doing yoga with you.
Thank you.
Oh, so nice to be with you guys.